stuff.
Well,
Alright.
time to get a little underway as everyone in character.
Underway and ale away.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, great. Alrighty, y'all. On the last session of Ale Away, you guys finally woke up out of the cave with most of your wits, and you actually rescued successfully and got out of the cave with Princess Shamsir. Max received, or excuse me, not Max, if we're playing a character, Kythos, Stormbreaker, received
How's this Max?
What do you mean? I am in the realm of Aloy. We have much more interesting names. And Kythos received the Seafarer's Mantle and the Eye of the Storm, which,
wondrous items.
nice little magical items for you to do with what you will. And you made your way back to Sandside, where, upon realizing that the princess has been captured and crab season was back on, they were going to be holding a big celebration, at which Hoover and Roland were sequestered away to eat shrimp puffs till the night was old and Roland was completely knocked out. Led to Kythos shaking down the mayor of the city for money at this celebration.
Making an attempt to.
And then going outside and having a deep moment with his patron, and with an oyster shucker where he received a little bit of 1 pearl for the princess to take along with her. And Pyrite was inside getting absolutely sloshed. Well, not actually sloshed. He held his booze pretty well. But then hitting on, somewhat, Princess Samashir in his a little bit inebriated state. And did not get too far. But, alas, the party still continued. Gideon came back, and y'all received your payments of 150 gold each. At the end of the night, Hoover set y'all up upstairs in some beds, and you're able to sleep the night away. In the next morning, you were surprised to see that there was a commotion outside, and Princess Shemashir was being talked to by a bunch of royal official-looking guards. These guards turned out to be Shemashir's personal bodyguard. And upon Kythos proudly declaring himself and y'all's group newly dubbed the Last Resort,
Still sticking with it.
y'all were instead the princess's bodyguard. As to which the captain of their guard got very upset and offended, and it basically just gave you all a dressing down, saying that you weren't worth being the princess's bodyguard, and Princess Imshir kind of, having to sulk away because she couldn't really stand up to the guard that her parents had put down. But that did not deter y'all. Pyrite and I think the rest of the group kind of stuck into it, that it was, that y'all were worth the effort and y'all were worth being part of the Shemashir bodyguard, I guess. Whatever, the group, the rankings, and,
the posse.
And the guard named, I think, Guard Harris was very quick to challenge y'all to reach the gates of Aloy and knock, or the gates of Vaderon and knock on the doors, and then he would consider y'all's first test complete, but only then. Y'all were able to get a cart from Hoover, who had set it up, and y'all had set on your way down the trail to the next destination. Alright, so let me pull up the music.
Wacky. I'm just responding to her message. I'm still in the game.
Gotcha. So, y'all hear the birds overhead. It is kind of a little late morning, but still the sun's bright and gleaming overhead. The sun speckles through the woods as y'all have been riding on this carriage for a little bit. It's not like a traveler's carriage or anything with like good accommodations, but it's a little wagon that was used to pull produce. So kind of small, but with seats in the back and one horse kind of pulling y'all along. So y'all are making your way through this trail. You've been heading on about it for at least I would say maybe like 2-3 hours at this point. So y'all made some headway, but it's going to take a day or two to get to Vaderon. So what's kind of going through y'all's heads? Like, set the scene. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are each of y'all practicing as you kind of like, mill away the time on this? I think we established that Kythos was the one driving the horses, or the horse.
Lads, we gotta prove to the princess that we are indeed the right people for the job to be her bodyguards. We must get stronger and we must travel these lands.
I'm in the back just thinking of all the comebacks that I could have said to Harris that I'm just now thinking of.
A little spectral Harris,
that would have shown him. Oh, we would have really. I would have gotten him just like that. He never would have seen an uppercut coming from 3 feet underneath him. That's where I would have gotten him.
The hallucination response. Oh, an uppercut? What are you gonna do? Reach my chest, dwarf man?
Interesting.
And so this is a brief thing out of my character's backstory, but at one point he wanted to move to Vaderon, but a traveling scholar came to Cloud's Cradle to his high school and just laughed at Pyrite so much for being exceptionally short. So he's especially sensitive to being called short.
Yeah, Roland's a foot taller than you. He's still a dwarf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last time I checked. Wait, am I still muted?
No, you're not.
Last time I checked, I'm still a dwarf.
But, yeah, hold up. Something changed in this. Resize is captured.
Spooky music.
We should probably ask the dude taking us to Vaderon to describe just, what to expect and stuff like that.
Well,
you're the one taking us to Vaderon.
You're driving. Kythos is in the truck with y'all in the carriage. It's like, yeah, we should really ask this guy what's going on.
Oh yeah, there's
What's Wienerhead over here? What the hell is happening, huh?
Wait, if you're in here, then who's driving the carriage?
I'm sure glad he's in there and we're out here.
Yeah, James, I'm gonna assume that that Kythos does know what Vaderon is. I don't know how to describe it personally. If you want to just describe that for me, and then I could just say, oh yeah, Kythos. Whatever James says is essentially what Kythos says too.
So roll a history check. It wouldn't have been too long ago in the past that you've been to Vaderon, but again, you've only seen
it's been a while because I just got a 0.
Damn!
I thought that was a glitch again.
Damn!
Minus one roll. Holy fuck.
Yeah, so...
Oh, amnesia.
So you remember that Vaderon is actually centered in the very middle of Aloy. It's not even a coastal town. You don't know how you would have visited there but you remember there being a boat harbor.
That's
Like those memories when you're a child and you have foggy memories of locations. Like I remember as a kid, I've been to Lake Geneva or Wisconsin Dells, but I have no memory of like how I got there or what the hotel was. All I know is that I was just a kid in a chlorine-filled room, and that's my only memory. This is how I remember Vaderon. It's just like some town of mongrels and brutes. And so it's a ruffian's town, to say the least.
Okay.
Buyers beware.
But so I assume no one has really spent too much time in Vaderon. I mean, except for I would say Roland might have had like a little chance to be in Vaderon. Also, yeah, I'll have you roll another history check.
Okay.
me.
Oh, Roland.
That's me. And then I've got an idea for what I'm doing as well, which might involve a lot of rolls.
If you don't.
Get fucked, everybody. 19.
So
We're already back to the good rolls. Holy.
So-
Maybe Roland actually.
So Roland has spent quite a couple nights, maybe not so many days, in Vaderon. So he would know a pretty good bit of at least the entrances, the marketplaces, and like the docks areas, like places where there'd be warehouses, art houses, storehouses, banks, that sort of thing, and maybe like an inn or two. But in terms of, and he'd know where their jail is as well. But in terms of, like the palaces, like the science district where a lot of the researchers would be, and like the residences, he wouldn't know. But like, he knows a good way of how to get around. You would know that there are plenty of storehouses down by the docks where a lot of like shifty deals can go down, and you know that in the marketplace it's kind of like central right of Vaderon. It's where you can find a lot of like magical artifact centers, blacksmiths, old artisans that can make a bunch of stuff. Like that's where you find all that stuff. And the jail is located up a little bit northwest in the city, but it's kind of like it's a fairly small jail, but high security. Like they know that they're they keep the peace pretty well in Vaderon. It's a big bustling town, but they have a lot more things under control. Like imagine almost a utopia, but like still pretty like realistic. It's like everything runs very tightly there.
Sweet.
Sounds like a very prominent town.
Oh yeah. So, anyone else doing anything? Guy's giving a rousing speech. Pyrite is arguing with a made-up Harris, and Roland, what did you say you were doing?
So, would I know based on how good that history roll was how much time would be spent like traveling? Because it relates to what I think I want to be doing in the
know
part.
It takes like 2.5 days. Like it's not really like a straight in, straight out. Well, it's like
Okay.
around 2 days. Like you guys are gonna have to like stop overnight.
Okay, gotcha. Because I think during like some of the transit, I want to be working with the tools that I have, specifically the brewer's supplies, and trying to like craft beer. Like we'll call it like a whatever I can make in a day, like thieves' specialty or Roland's special drink. And I want to roll for that. Maybe.
Roll. Does it have like stuff to like age or ferment something? Like what do you?
That's a good question. I don't actually know what's in the brewing supplies.
Like does it say it has stuff to make yeast and flavor stuff with, or is it just like something to like brew some
I think it's that. I'm trying to find it. Just hold on. Because I still have leftover shrimp puffs, but I can't find the stuff that's in my backpack. Did I just not? Like, it shows me having it. Just don't see it. Like, I'm trying to click on where it would, like, show me the, Like, I can click on Thieves' Tools, but I can't click on, like, Brewer's Supplies. Like, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to actually Google it. Give me one moment. We'll go to worldanvil.com, see what they tell me. Brewer supplies include a large glass jug, quantity of hops, a siphon, and several feet of tubing. So, yes, to answer your question.
Alright, so you probably wouldn't be able to do this, like, on the back of a moving carriage. It's kind of tight. It's, you know, it's barely able to, like, pull y'all along without, like, making the horse suffer too much, but, you know, it's still serving you well. But, like, to set up a whole brewer's kit, it's probably going to be a little bit more space than you have.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just fuck around with the other set I have, the playing card set, just playing games myself.
You want to challenge the monkey?
Yes, absolutely.
I was about to offer that, too.
Does that even require a question? What's the roll on that?
So the monkey, like, is the monkey all the time that you're like getting the playing cards out. The monkey's kind of elbowing you pyrite. He's like, and giving the eyes to the playing card set.
Shut up! You didn't help me back with Harris. You do whatever you want. You already beat me at chess. What else do you want?
When Pyrite summoned the monkey, he forgot that in his brain he was also like, oh, I also want this monkey to be like Magnus Carlsen at chess, basically.
It's just a monkey.
And the monkey's like pointing at Roland and his playing card set.
All right. I don't know. I try to beat the monkey, I guess, not physically, but in the game. in the game.
Yeah, he's jacking off the back of the carriage. So what this is gonna be? The monkey I think has half proficiency.
Oh boy.
In
I'm gonna lose.
In chess. So I think it's still gonna be an int check. But it doesn't know how to play cards, so it's going to be an int check with double negative effect on how to play this. And I think monkeys have like a -2 to their intelligence.
So if I lose this, I'm like mega fucked.
Yeah, the monkey's gonna get a -4 to their intelligence. You're gonna get a negative, or you're gonna get your intelligence modifier.
Which is just a +0.
Are you proficient in using the playing card set?
Where would I check that? It's under
proficiencies. Proficiencies. You have brewer supplies, playing card set, prisoner's kit, these tools.
Oh yeah, proficiencies in languages. Then yeah, everything I was reading off of, I'm proficient in.
So the playing card set, you would add your proficiency bonus along with, I guess, intelligence, or I guess wisdom or intelligence, whatever you want to choose. And the monkey is going to make his intelligence check with -4, and I'll have Pyrite roll for that.
I think he's fucked. Let's just say that.
Just roll a d20.
Roll a d20 and subtract 4, yes.
Wait, did I just find the way to do this with adding?
9, then -4, so 5.
Okay.
There's no way to add the roll, like, numbers to it.
No.
I'm shocked there's an option. Oh my fucking god. +2, so it's a 5. It's a 5.
Match.
It's a 5. It's a 5. What was the other number? I didn't actually see.
A 5.
We matched.
You stalemated.
You guys are gonna have
He's really giving me
a roll off. You guys are gonna have to do a roll off. Roll dice 3 times, and whoever wins out of 3 will win the playing card match.
Like D20, you mean?
Yes, roll
right?
d20.
So let's do it in order. I'll have like Andrew do like roll 1, roll 2, roll 3, and then I'll do roll 1, roll 2, roll 3. And do you compare each individual one together, or
your both first ones will go after each other, and we'll decide from there.
And just a
All right,
straight
my first
20.
one is 2.
Oh wait, I need to roll. Okay.
Oh, I thought I was doing all 3 of mine. So
He's
my
doing
second
all
one's
3 of those.
17.
Oh, okay, never mind. It was just delayed on my end because I was waiting for it on D&D Beyond.
And my third one is 5 again. Alright, so
Alright, fine.
2, 17, 5.
The monkey's,
I would
the
like-
monkey's sweating. The monkey's sweating a little bit.
I would like to say that no matter what happens in these rolls, I like the idea of, like, my own canon for this event is that the monkey that he summoned is just so weirdly lucky and intelligent when it comes to, like, playing these kind of games that it's, like, unreplicatable elsewhere in the world, where it's like, yeah, it has minus whatever in its intelligence scores, but this one's just, like, an outlier. Like, it's not a slave to fate when it comes to its rolls. So straight d20s. Here we go. First one. Ooh, okay. 15.
Okay, so you
Alright,
won
so your
one.
first one beats my first one.
Alright. 7.
Okay, yeah.
My second one beats your second one.
No. Let's do a
Gotta get
fucking
it better
monkey.
than a 5 going.
That's doable. That's 75%
Alright,
chance. I'm not worried. Whew, thank God. Alright, 13.
Okay, so alright, you have successfully,
Close game.
You've successfully beaten the monkey at the playing cards that you have proficiency with, that the monkey has just picked up.
Feel like it's just it's like it's almost like a scene done for comedy where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm actually about to lose.
The monkey, like I just imagine you both like sitting in a very intense scene, like staring off at each other. It's like you're like dragging a cigarette, and the monkey's like wiping his forehead.
Yeah.
It's the scene from it's Casino Royale where the sheep is sweating.
I'm linking that as a GIF. I am the GIF linker.
But okay, so you beat the monkey. You win trip aces.
All I got was the ball slapping scene as the first GIF when you type in Casino Royale.
That's what Pyrite's doing right now. You see Pyrite
So
having
fucking
you
stupid.
seen Pyrite having the monkey take a knotted up piece of rope and hit his nutsack through the bottom of the seats with it.
So fucking
That's
dumb.
just
To
what
the
I'm
left!
imagining doing
To the
to
left!
Harris right now.
Wait, what?
That's what I'm imagining doing to Harris right now. It's like, if I just had a chair, I could have tied him to it.
Beat his nuts with rope. I know.
I assure you, this is the most vital part of the plot.
It's a very simple thing to inflict too much pain for a man to endure. Whoosh.
Well, as that wraps up, you guys make your way like a couple more hours down the road. It's getting like to be at about 6:30ish. The sun's going down. You guys continue doing whatever you want to do. I would say, like Kythos, you could trade hands with somebody else to take over the horses if you want to do something during that time.
Who's the next tallest person?
That would be Roland.
Roland, you're up, buddy.
Do I need to roll for animal handling?
Roll animal handling.
I probably didn't until I said that, but I think it'd be
Animal
funnier.
handling a thing. Oh wow, it is. I thought you were.
That's a nat 1, by the way, with a +1. So
Okay. All right.
glad I asked.
Well,
Bit my lip.
I discussed to hand the rope over. And Roland like takes the reins, and the horse, like realizing that Roland is just a little bit weaker and shorter, and Kythos like takes off, and Roland, you're gonna get yanked off the carriage.
Great.
Roll a dex save.
All right. Okay, I click
Roll
the.
a dex
I
save,
click-
and you roll a dex save, and then roll a strength save.
Dude,
Okay.
what the hell is like our rolls like? I feel like my rolls, your rolls have been like So shit.
Might have been great. What are you talking about? All right, so I click the button in the save throws
Yes.
square for both Dex and Strength, right?
Yes, believe so.
Okay.
No. So saving throws. Oh wait, no, you did it right. You nat
That's
one.
also another nat one.
Again? All right, so you're gonna take full damage of this.
And this is the
Of course,
Strength saving throw too. Can I do that one as well, or am I already dead?
Let's roll this damage first.
Oh my god.
That's gonna you're gonna take like 2d8 bludgeoning.
This isn't funny anymore, guys. This is
So
about to do more damage
I
than
rolled
the
like
boss
shit
fight.
too. You take 2 damage.
Ooh, okay. All right. Good. Good.
A little hind kick.
So you tumble off, and like you are hanging on by one hand, and you're just like you almost get pulled under the wheels, but like you only get like drug along for a little bit. Now roll your strength save to see if you can save yourself from falling completely off. I would say
Thank
with
God.
that nat
Alright.
1, DC 15.
I got that at 16.
Okay.
Literally before you said that, so we're good.
All right. So you don't fall, you don't let go, like you don't get knocked off the reins, but like you are hurting bad. You guys, I'll give y'all like roll initiative. You guys each roll initiative. And on
What?
on Roland's initiative, if you fail a strength save,
So I'm rolling initiative
you'll
as
take
well.
more of the bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
For
All right.
fuck's
I
sake.
didn't think I was gonna need some more music for this, but
Well,
I'm gonna change that.
what am I fighting? Like the fucking horse or
You're
the
fighting
skeleton
getting
ship
back
that's
on the
somehow
horse.
the skeleton ship that's somehow coming near us on land? You're starting. Oh. Help. Help. Nearly lost to a monkey. Nearly, definitely
Alright,
lost
so I
to
got
a horse.
16 for initiative.
Do you add anything to that?
I don't think so.
All right.
I got 10.
All right, PRK. That sounds good to me. All right, Pirate, what are you going to be doing?
So let's see. The horse is the horse running away from the.
It's staying pretty close to the path, but, like, you know, you're going to need somebody to get up there and take care of the horse before it runs off the path. So what can do? You can either go for Roland or you can go for the horse.
Help.
Uh,
Help me.
Help me! Help!
I'm going to go for Roland, and I'm going to instruct my monkey to go for the horse to try to, like, get on it and calm it down. Make sure it doesn't run away too far.
All right, I'll go ahead and have you roll that in order. So go ahead and make a strength check to pull up Roland. I'd say also a DC 15.
All right.
Please help
The
me.
strength, I just roll one of the ones at the top, right?
How'd you do that thumbs down on your camera? Did anybody else see that?
I did see
I
that.
did. I saw that. There was like a bubble around.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes, like, Apple stuff does weird things.
That was weird. Yeah.
Whatever.
Like, you
Okay.
trying to kill the game?
I think Discord did add emojis recently or something.
All right, so I roll the strength at the top.
Yes.
So
It's a number. Oh, man. Is that a dirty 20 or a
Yeah,
nat
it's a
one?
dirty 20.
That's
so you're
dirty 20.
That's
You're
fine.
you're able to pull him up. Ooh, what the hell? Are you putting that in the chat?
I'm clicking on the emoji on the bottom left on the screen.
Oh, where do you do that?
It's in the bottom left on the.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
nice one, James. James sending his army of clones.
We could just spam all of ours. It only worked for a second.
That's cool.
Oh,
Wow. Great. Now we're a Twitch chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways.
I'm back in the boat, boys.
I've gotta add some of the old the emojis because I remember in the other Discord, in the old the Turmoil and the Shard Discord, I was able to add a bunch of sound effects.
Yeah.
I added Gangnam Style.
Yeah, it does add value to the campaign for sure. I'm just happy to be back in the carriage. I said boat earlier. I meant carriage.
Alright, well, I'll go ahead and so I would say that Pirate was able to drag you up. So you get hoisted up. The monkey is gonna go ahead and roll an animal handling check to calm down the horse.
Surely this will roll well.
The monkey, he like
Surely.
gets up. He's like, "Wah!" he's like holding the
Nat 20.
reins.
Oh no!
7.
A 7. Now the horse is still going off, and actually roll a strength save for the monkey.
The monkey's dead. I played one game of chess with it. Now it's gonna be dead because of me.
Does the monkey get my strength modifier?
No, the monkey gets its own strength modifier. I think. Let me look up what a monkey gets.
A monkey is as strong as it wants to be.
9 little monkeys.
All right.
It's a -3.
But I
16?
rolled a 19.
All right, so the monkey's
mine's
able to
gonna work.
hold on to the reins and not get bucked off. Like you see it get yanked forward a little bit, and it goes ah! And but he's able to stay on the seat. So up next, it's gonna be Roland. So Roland, go ahead and
Okay, can I try to jump onto the horse and get its reins in and make up for my mistake? All right. Here we go. I'm for another nat 1 because I did say my rolling was going to be shit this session, and it's been more than that. 16.
All right, 16 matches the monkey. So I'd say you're able to at least slow down the horse and bring it into rein.
Good.
A little bit
Okay.
better
Me and the
than
monkey
what you
together.
first tried. So
The monkey and I combined, certainly,
Yeah.
will be able to do it.
the monkey pats you on the back. Says, "Woo."
Yeah, that's right.
He gives you a fist bump. He daps you up. Are you trying to communicate with the monkey?
No.
The monkey tilts its head at you. But yeah, all right. So you guys are good. So as y'all travel on, after the bit of the shenanigans with the horse, it starts to get dark. But as y'all start to realize, make a perception check.
Starting to realize. I do be needing to perceive things. I ain't seeing shit out here. 7.
Also 7.
3 7s in a row. Can we do it? I did say 3.
God.
Is there a rule, James, where if everybody gets a 7, it's like Las Vegas? You know?
No.
It's not the same.
Ding 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 ding!
We
You
could make that a
win!
thing.
Triple advantage on perception checks.
We could make that a thing. How about since Max just said that, we make that a rule. If somehow in any attempt of rolls, when all of us get a 7, we find just money on the ground randomly.
I will have it be that if you all roll the same number on a roll, you automatically double succeed.
Okay. I dig that. It's never gonna happen, but I like the idea. It's close there.
You guys are the last resort. You're going to the Bahamas for the last resort. Going to Atlantic City, baby, Atlantic City.
The best casinos are there.
The best in the country, the least suspecting place, New Jersey.
Yay.
But anyways, you guys are heading to Atlantic City and AOA, where the slots are hot. So none of y'all see anything out of the ordinary, but you guys keep on riding along. and after a while, like it kind of like almost sneaks up on you. You start to see like houses in the distance, like some lights in the hills.
Oh.
Civilization.
So as you're going along, you pull up into this town. Your wheels are suddenly met with inlaid bricks, and you start to clatter along a pretty well put together town. The construction is dainty, quaint, but very well put together. The streets are shiny. Even in the dim glint of moonlight, you're able to see glass in some of the store, like the store fronts, something that would be only present in cities, never in villages. And yeah, at the end of this first initial road, you see a stable, a pretty well-sized inn with a large thatched roof and a stable to the left of it.
We should probably set our.
This is odd.
Oh, you guys.
I didn't think we were supposed to hit any towns. I didn't think we were supposed to hit any towns before Vaderon.
Would I know anything about this town? Passing through or no?
So,
Just because of the history roll earlier.
I would say roll a map history.
Okay, yeah, I will do that. Run of the mill, just an 11.
You know that there's a lot of like little humdrum towns in between the big cities. Like if you've only looked at like large maps of Aloe, like for example, the one that I've shown you.
Funny enough, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, it would reveal the bigger towns, of course, because those are going to be the destinations. Lots of like more in-depth maps would have roads and maybe little markers of where towns would be, with very small subscript of what they are. But like if you have not been from the area, they're not going to immediately stick out to you.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's just unnoteworthy for me, right? Where I'm like, I have no clue what this place is. It's
like this is
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I communicate that to everybody as well. When like they're all surprised and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, me too. It's just middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
The suburbs of Vaderon.
Yeah. So, are you guys? So if you guys park your cart in this stable, I'm assuming Roland, you're the one driving, so I'm assuming you'd be the one that parks it.
Yeah, I'm ready to get off this horse. So
All right.
definitely.
So you guys hear the hustle and bustle of people inside the tavern. It's still it's very late in the night, but the the lights are always on. So are you guys heading inside? We're just gonna do something else.
Yeah. Pyrite and Roland, do you think that we should ask the bartender or just the people inside the bar for a weapons master or a combat trainer that's in Vaderon that we can maybe learn from?
Perhaps. It doesn't hurt.
Maybe
Just...
we're still
go
a
on.
day out from Vaderon, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily hate the idea of just talking to some of the locals, just seeing what's up. Like, I go along with that plan, practically silent, where I'm like, why not? Maybe more shrimp puffs in the future. This is kind of the underlying thoughts there for me, even though I still got my bag of them.
Alright, well, as you guys head inside, after this quick huddle, you would go inside and are met with a glow of a softly kept hearth to your left, and a fairly well-sized, but not like huge dining room. You'd see like 3 circular tables here, and one like beside one of the supporting beams, and a bar area where there's there's like 2 people sitting and like 1 person enjoying like a soup near the hearth. but not much else. You see the person tending the bar, a little dreary look in his eyes. It's ending near the end of his shift, where you can switch off with the other co-owners of the bar. But when you come in, he has a very high-pitched voice, very short man, with a long gray beard, kind of rolled up at the end of it, kind of like a scroll, but with a large curl. He waves y'all, will be all in, and offers 3 seats over the bar. But he also says,
Go ahead and sit yourselves wherever. It's not very busy, but I'll get to you when I get to you.
I follow along with Kaitos' sort of plan of action here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm primarily curious as to if Shamashir and the guards have already passed through this town, and if so, how far behind are we falling?
okay. So Kaithos, I'd assume you approach the bar first with the others in tow. You come up pretty high above the bar, not like head reaching the ceiling high, but this is kind of it's low for a bar because this guy he's very short.
Yeah. I'll ask the bartender, what do you recommend for new people who have never been to your bar before? What's your go-to recommendation for a drink?
Well, we're a wine-making town. So I would say I suggest the Brandywine wine.
All right. Pyrite, Roland, are you guys a red or white or rosé type of wine drinkers?
Ale, my friend. Put on a stupid accent. Almost
like a
smugly.
stereotypically dwarvish accent. Love it.
Yeah.
If you're popping the bottles, I'm drinking.
Okay, I'll put together the Brandywine.
Sounds good.
And for you, fella, I'll get you a little bit of one of our carrot ales.
Thanks.
And,
I shoulder bump with Kaithos, or it's so are we just here to drink, or we have a reason for being here?
We're warming him up a little bit. We gotta get him on his good side first.
No reaction again. I have no verbal response to that. I'm just interesting. I want to see how your method plays out of talking to people.
Yeah. And as I'm impatient, I already reach out barkeep, are we the first visitors you've had today? Did you happen to have a beautiful princess and 12 very arrogant guards come by earlier?
The bartender, he's coming back with, hits the glasses, kind of tipped over, and he's carrying them, and the mug of carrot ale. He puts down the mug of carrot ale in a large wooden tankard in front of Roland. Says
2 coppers.
and then places the glasses down in front of Pyrite and Kaithos.
Mm-hmm. Can I tip him also to encourage him to give us this information?
Well, as he comes down, he sets those over. He's like,
Coming through town, we did have someone that matches that description ride through pretty quickly. We didn't see him for long. The knights, they were adamant that they could make it within a day, and only stopped in for a snack before riding off into the sunset.
Did they say where they were going?
No, but you only come into this town if you're going to Vaderon.
Okay, so our best bet's probably that they're heading towards the main city, Vaderon. Another question, bartender, we have is we are looking for
wait, hold
combat
up. He turns around and he grabs the bottle of wine and pours it both into the glasses, and then looks at you expectantly and says,
That's 2 copper a glass.
2 copper a glass.
Yes.
All right. I don't have.
What's the
copper.
exchange rate gold pieces to copper?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have copper, but I have gold.
So, 1 gold piece is essentially 2 silver. Or 1 gold piece is 10 silver, and 1 silver piece is 10 copper. I have
Says
change.
1 gold piece is 100 copper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just give him 1 gold piece. Fuck it.
Oh. He kind of like puts his hand to his chest and says, "Thank you. You want me to break this apart, or?"
Yeah, I removed 1 gold piece from my inventory. Bartender, this is on us. We really like your drinks here. We also have a couple more questions for you really quick, if that's okay.
For a gold, yes. Go right ahead.
All right, Roland, you go first.
Oh, I mean, you put me on the spot here. I don't say that. I don't feel out loud. So what's the scoop around town? Any interesting information? You know, something that might be noteworthy. Perhaps something with coin involved, more than what my friend just gave you.
Yeah. There has been
Hotel.
the produce hasn't been doing too well. Ron rolled insight.
What do you say? Produce? Before I roll that.
Yeah, produce.
13.
You know this guy? He knows a lot about town. So like he might not know exactly like about making money, but he knows about the people. And there's something else on his mind.
Mm-hmm. Can I pry at him for that? Like I noticed that, right?
Tell us how you really feel. Is what Roland says for things.
Because I'm gonna say like I see that slight hesitation. You know, I'm more curious about what you're thinking right now.
And he looks back and he says,
Well, truth is, not a lot of people have been visiting my inn recently.
And why is that?
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I mean, not many people travel to Balleybogey anymore.
and make an insight check again.
Sounds like a load of hogwash.
6. I really don't know because it's a nothing town to me.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Balleybogey is on the road to Vaderon. Maybe he means like, not coming in from Sandside because they've been under attack. That's what you deter or infer.
I'll just follow up with. We're also looking for someone to train us in the skill of weapons and combat, and honing our weapons and sharpening our blades. Do you know anybody in Vaderon or nearby that could be of use to our group? The last resort.
I mean,
Can we drop the name title? Can we do anime poses after we ask that question too? Yeah.
You guys, each like
I
jump
got horns.
with the inclusion of the last resort, and that's when it's you guys all hop up on the table and strike the fierce poses.
Yes.
Can't really say I know of anyone like in town that could be able to train you. Like we have like a general goods store and like a tinkerer, but we grow like crops.
I guess my question for you, bartender, is that who do you think is the strongest fighter in all of Vaderon?
Oh, well, that would probably be the captain of their guard, I would assume. But
Nah, that guy's a pussy. Trust me.
I mean, I would also.
And how does one get an audience with this captain of the guard?
I mean, maybe if you do enough crimes, you'd do it. Am I right? You find him eventually.
And he gives you like a really like a genuine smile.
Are you implying we should commit crimes?
Well, no, it's a joke. No one would be that stupid, right?
I give him the goob stare, like the...
Sure,
I'll post a
no
picture.
one would be that stupid, but some
Yeah.
monkey might.
Oh, I like that idea.
Roll a charisma, I guess. Are you trying to tell a joke? The monkey like dips off your shoulder.
6.
Well.
No one kind of squints at you. It's like mine was more of like, you know, a deadpan, I guess like absurdist humor, and I'm not really getting what you're putting down, dude.
Well, okay, why is everybody such a critic as to humor right now? Like, you can't even tell jokes anymore. Like, you know, if I were to start a joke where it's like, oh, a swamp pig walks into a bar,
Okay, Dave Chappelle.
suddenly I get canceled. You know, you can't make jokes anymore
Too woke.
because of the woke.
The new norm starts playing. Yeah.
Am I gonna get anything out of this bartender? Right? Because he's already lost his point.
You were
I actually have a question.
okay. I'll go with Pyrite first. He's still still
Yeah.
conversating.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, you say the business isn't doing well, but there are other businesses in town that have glass in their front door. So you guys must have some form of income somewhere.
Well, yeah. It's our produce.
Which
Like,
is
our produce
not.
brings in the money, and the money comes to me whenever people want to drink.
And you say this produce isn't well. Is this like bad weather produce, or is this like goblins attacking produce?
I would say
Do you have a goblin problem?
animals.
And you roll an insight check.
Me?
No, Pyrite.
Oh.
Y'all.
What's an animal?
I ain't picking up on nothing.
Goblins are eating their fruit and veggies.
Oh no. This is gonna be
And
bad.
guess what? They're broccoli goblins instead of seaside goblins. They're all extra green and their bones are super strong.
Fuck.
And instead
Dear
of
God.
they're health nut goblins. They wash regularly. Their teeth are square, like perfectly square and white. And they speak with proper British accents.
Upper middle class goblins.
Yeah. Like you fought Union hard-working blue-collar goblins up on the Korat coast. These are like white cobbler
goblins.
Peach goblin goblins.
Corn goblin goblins.
gobblers. They have wear neckties and they have like perfectly white like dentine teeth.
Brilliant.
Those sound very dangerous and luxurious.
For the love of God, do not tell me these things. Please.
Yeah, those animals are really coming after us. But yeah, at least the inn gets a little people like y'all sometimes. Like, I could serve y'all drinks and maybe offer you a room or two.
And he like raises his eyes.
You'd need a place to stay.
We could do like a short rest here, guys, right?
Yeah, I
Before we
believe
head-
that would be covered in the extreme tip that we gave you earlier.
So this wasn't just for the drinks.
How much does a room cost?
2 gold a night.
Oh,
Consider it a forward for the
I'll
inn.
give him another goal. Here you go.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that would still round up to. You'd still need the 6 copper.
you got to give him 2 more gold.
Okay, I'll give him 2 gold then.
Oh, thank you. Well,
And we're gonna keep our horse in your stable.
Can we go to a bank when we get into Vaderon and I can convert some of my gold into copper and silver? Because I hate carrying around just gold.
I'll just let you know, Max. You can break it apart on the fly.
Okay. Sweet.
Isn't it a currency that, like in D&D, isn't it a thing where like you actually break chips off of it? Or is that not a thing?
I don't think that's. I think that's somewhat of a thing, maybe. But like, I would say that like, right now, like keeping track of like the minuscule bits of gold is not really, really anything. Like you have 150 to move around. I'll make it very simple. Just use mostly gold. And, sometimes copper if you're buying food. After a while, once you guys get enough gold, like buying food is like almost a non-issue.
Yeah.
I got 230 and I gave this bartender 3. Give us the best room you have and another round of drinks.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We got a pretty large bedroom upstairs, and I can bring out some extra bedrolls if you don't want to afford another bed or two. And yeah, I'll get you all each maybe two brandy wines and one Caradale. Again.
Yeah, sounds good. And I want to interject while he says Caradale and ask, like, this general store that you speak of, what do they sell there?
Well,
exactly.
They get pretty good goods from around. Mostly just like adventuring supplies and maybe a weapon or two. But not really like anything custom made or super special or specific.
I say with a glint in my eye, anything off the table at all? Just being forward with them.
Roll
Persuasion? I don't know.
I'm gonna have one more question for the bartender. Too.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
$19.
So he doesn't like really understand like off the table. He's like, you mean like something specific? I did hear somebody was going to be coming into town tomorrow.
Go on.
Like we got a call ahead that like we would have like a special marketer tomorrow. It was something along those lines. They prepared and booked a room in advance.
Interesting. Alright. And noted. I just continue on with my day. I'm not really getting much out of these conversations, so
So
I fade into the background.
You want the Caradale or no?
Yeah, they take that and then fade into the background.
Rolon like backs up and he walks forward, gets handed the Caradale, and then walks backwards again.
Yeah.
Roll a perception checks to not run into the table.
Yeah, this will be a 1. 14.
You're able to sidestep the table just barely.
Whoop.
But you don't do it like in a really smooth fashion. You're just like, woo.
I'm at it. I'm gonna call it tonight.
I'm gonna ask the bartender. Is there anyone that is giving you any trouble regarding your tavern or people that you need us to, for a good price, obviously, for us to take care of, or any local issues besides the goblins? Like, do you have any personal issues that maybe could be of service to you, basically?
I mean, besides the goblins causing me trouble. I mean, there are, always the typical few people that don't pay their tabs. A couple of kids keep trying to sneak in with fake mustaches, asking for drinks. Kind of scratches his beard for a second. He twirls it like down, like opening up a scroll and then closing it again.
Anything that's of an emergency situation, basically. Not like kids playing, I'm 21 when I'm not 20.
Roll another insight check.
So are the goblins... Sorry, is that like a real thing, or is it just like we misinterpreted?
Who knows?
I got 16 on
So you can tell that there's something bugging them. Like, maybe
Bugging.
like maybe it had to do with like the crops dying. Maybe it had to do with like the people also not visiting his tavern anymore. But
Tell us what's on your mind, bartender.
There's something greater going on in the town.
Tell us what's really going on. Don't be shy.
I mean, I guess,
I'll say I'm the friendliest tiefling you'll ever meet in these lands.
He kind of looks up to you, and like his eyes water a little bit.
like, thanks, I guess.
And roll a perception check.
Okay. 13.
All right, he looks like he hasn't gotten good enough rest. Like he's like he has like some dark bags under his eyes.
I see the bags under your eyes even have bags of their own.
Yeah, I'm not in a good place. Maybe the stress of what's going on in town, but
Is it just crop
guys-
yield related stress, or is it something that we could be of service?
Maybe-
In fact, I have weather powers that can even rain some rain on these crops of yours.
you think you can help?
I would be happy to help for the right price.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able to prepare that for you, of course. Well, the mayor will maybe want to speak with y'all if y'all are offering to help. You guys, I'm assuming, get around?
I'm happy to talk to the mayor.
Sure, why not? Am I still in the room? Or did I fuck off already?
You've like stood by the stairs, so you're like hearing like the very like muffled bits of their conversation. Like it sounds like
Row, mayor, row.
I'm like mentally clocked out. I'm just drinking ale,
Yeah,
ready to go to
kind
bed.
you're just like thinking about like getting drugged by that horse, and like you think that you might have like a rock in your shoe, and it's like kind of annoying.
Okay.
The ale is helping, but it's like you're a little tired. You can tell.
Is
Okay.
there any set of code words that we should use for the mayor to let him know that we were sent by you or something? Or do we just show up and say, "Hey, mayor, there's this bartender outside of Vaderon that recommended us to you"?
I mean, yeah. I mean, tell them that Albertson sent y'all, and he'll know what you're talking about.
Well, if we have any questions, we'll come back. But we'll talk to the mayor, talk to the Capitol Guardsmen, and go from there.
Perfect. Well, yeah. I mean, take the rooms upstairs if you want.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before heading up to bed?
Nah.
I'm ready for bed.
How far away are the fields?
The fields, you weren't able to see them on the ride in.
Okay.
Like
I'm gonna
you're
think
able
if they
to
were
see-
right nearby, I would like,
you would be able to see like there's like a little ring around town where like the yards are, and like maybe like a pathway around the back and some storage spaces, but like the fields would be too far away. Like it'd be like one hill over, and like maybe some like on the eastern part of town or the western part of town.
alright. I guess, yeah, I'll wait until tomorrow to look at them.
You see
Alright.
one goblin in a suit running away.
There he is!
There it is.
Don't tell me. Don't say it. Don't think it.
It's another union!
Who's the last person to go to bed?
Me.
Like, I mean, to head up the stairs. So, Katos would be you.
Yeah, me. I'm like a night owl kind of person.
Okay. Kaitos, roll a perception check while you're heading up the stairs.
Okay.
Do we perceiving?
17.
So you see that the bartender, like, as you guys are heading up, like he throws up on the bar.
Oh shit. Is it like Is it throw up that is a color that would suggest he's under some kind of curse? Is it like black, or is it just like normal color?
I mean, your perception would see that it's not black. It's like puke. It's like orange and green.
It's just green, orange. Okay. I rush over and say, Albertson, are you alright?
Yeah, I just, the sleep deprivation's been getting to me a little bit.
What's wrong? Why aren't you sleeping?
Well, I think.
Wait, and then I stop myself. Wait a minute. Why would you throw up from sleep deprivation? I've never heard of that before.
Well,
Rolla, I'm calling your bullshit.
I just want to go to bed in the inn.
roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or
Still
an
watching
intimidation,
this.
whichever one is better.
10.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say? What, perception or what? Or persuasion or what?
Persuasion or intimidation, whichever one is better.
They're both +2. Can I do both?
Okay, 10. He says,
I mean, maybe it's also like an effect of I might have had a bad carrot as well.
Bad carrot?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Why are you eating carrots? Or a single carrot?
Maybe it's just bad out of the batch. What can I say?
Are you saying the crops are that bad that they're making you throw up
I mean,
at midnight?
it's possible. You eaten a bad carrot before? It can affect you.
I kind of like knock my hand on the wall, kind of like signaling to Pyrite and Roland, like, wake your asses up. I think something's wrong with this guy. I don't know if they can hear me, but I kind of like dunk dunk on the wall just to see if they hear me
do
upstairs.
you guys hear him?
Yeah, I think I do. I'm not nodded off completely. I'm still drinking my carrot ale, so I'm just like putting it down annoyed and walking down the stairs.
Albertson, I say, if there's something you're trying to hide from us, rest assured that it's not going to stay hidden for a very long time. You can tell us what you need to get off your chest. You might as well get it off now.
I mean, there's not really much. I mean, I'm sick. I think that's pretty plain to see.
But why are you sick? Are
Why
we
are
going
you-
to get sick? Because you've just been serving us.
Am I coming down the stairs at this point in time?
Yeah. So Pyrite, I would assume not followed you up, but been the first one up after you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because, like, I'm at a point where I just want to drink my ale in peace. Because to my knowledge, I didn't really get anything worthwhile out of him except somebody's coming into town tomorrow. So I'm just annoyed that I'm still down here, being called down here, and I can't enjoy my drink. So I'm, like, kind of ready to sort of threaten the information out of him. Like, what, are you sick? Like what's going on? Like, what do we need to know?
He just like he's looking around a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I needed the business. I needed the money, all right? But yeah, I'm sick.
Is this drink gonna make me sick?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I cleaned those glasses yesterday.
You're telling me for 3 gold you couldn't even guarantee that this drink would not make Roland barf?
I can't tell you.
Alright, I'm gonna finish the drink.
What do you mean you can't tell us?
I don't know what his immune
Okay.
system is like.
Alright, I'm gonna finish the drink, because I was like 2/3 of the way already in. I wanna throw it at his fucking head.
Whoa,
Like the empty
roll
cup.
the hit.
Was that just a D20? What am I rolling here?
Yeah, roll your D20.
Just a regular one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Perfect nat 20?
Nat 20 on it. Alright, you hit him. Roll,
Do I knock him out? Because I threw it pretty fucking hard.
I think an improvised weapon.
It's a non-lethal damage, I would like to say. I'm not trying to kill this man.
What were you trying to do?
angrily hit him with the monk. If it knocks him out, then good.
Let me see what improvised weapons. I'm pretty sure an improvised weapon is just a D4.
Okay, so I guess
So D4 and double it. Dude has 6 hit points.
non-lethal. So tell me, non-lethal. I would like to specify. So he gets knocked out, is what we're saying.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Yeah. Non-lethal damage. Again, I'd like to clarify. So what is that on a actions?
Roll your
Let me see.
2d4
2d4. Okay.
and add your strength.
Okay. 2d4. Dude, I'm actually chimping out right now. Am I rolling 2 d4? Like 2 separate pyramids, correct?
Bro, just hit the D4 button twice!
Okay, gotcha. Okay, hold on, wait. I fucked it up. I hit it 3 times.
No, come on! Come on!
I've never heard the phrase "I'm chimping out" so hard.
Alright, just hold on. So it was a 3. The separate rolls were a 3 and a 4,
3, 4,
And then
add
with-
your strength.
which is just my strength's a +0.
Okay. So you deal 7 damage to him. It clinks off his head and it reverberates around the room. The 3 other patrons look up. They were watching this commotion, but as you throw this at him, they're all like, and this dude is like, he is asleep.
This man is an OSHA violation, a risk. He's serving you sick drinks. I, for one, will not take this. And
Everyone,
Guys.
like the guys like that are sitting at the bar, they're like, yeah, okay. I don't want any trouble, man. Like, I just kind of want to go home now.
are you sick too?
Wait, we didn't mean to do this.
And the other
Guys,
guy,
those-
the other
give me-
guy
give me
that's
the
like
pipe.
the other guy that's sitting alone, like he's already like inching towards the door, and he's like, hey man, yeah, no, I mean, that dude is a total piece of shit, for real.
Look, I've got no bad blood with
Look.
these other guys.
Okay, great.
So.
the guy that's like inching towards the door like runs out.
I'm just pissed. he stammers and tries.
He's like, I'm just pissed, and the guy's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, just perfectly, yeah, you can be pissed all you want, man.
What? What did I do? I'm mad because I can't go to
yeah,
bed. What?
nothing, man. You didn't do nothing, man. Yeah.
I'm saying this to Pyrite. I'm like, what? What did
We
I
did
do?
not mean to assault the bartender. Give me
The bartender's
the
like
pipe.
on the ground with like blood dripping into like his eye, and he's like, oh.
Guys,
Give me the
real quick,
pipe
guys.
so I can heal this guy before the damage is permanent.
Should I give him the boof? You know what? Here, I hand Pyrite. Oh wait, what are you saying?
I'm rolling
Real quick.
death saves for this guy.
real
What?
quick, guys, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
That's what you had to say. This man's dying. Yeah, I got
I'll be right back.
All right, fine. I hand Pyrite the boof, but while I'm doing that, I'm actively
That's a
pickpocketing
one
this.
fail.
I'm actively pickpocketing this man while Pyrite gets the boof.
Okay.
What's that?
Okay, the two
I-
dudes sitting
yeah.
at the bar says, "Yeah, man, yeah, blood money, yeah, that dude's blood
Stop.
money." He
I
probably,
yell,
he probably
"Shut the
stole from
fuck
a
up."
baby.
I yell like,
Relax,
"Shut the fuck
stop
up and just
dropping
get out of
this
here."
man.
Okay, man, yeah, for sure.
We are heroes. We are the last resort, and we do not attack.
What do I find? Just put the pipe in his ass.
I want to.
Get it
Yeah, I
over
want
with.
to. Say fuck it, Roland. Take his pants off.
That's one fail. So he has
Just put
two
the boof in
fails.
his ass before he actually
Yeah,
dies.
I want-
This is a timed event.
Yeah, I want to like put the boot. I want to. Yeah.
All right,
All
so
right, good.
You heal him for 2d6.
Do I roll those?
No, I rolled him. So he fully heal him. He pops back up.
So he's not knocked out anymore.
Oh. Like
We didn't-
Roland's hand is still in his pocket.
Shh. Wait. I'll be like, sir, are you okay? You took a nasty fall there as I'm continuing to pickpocket him.
Roll a deception.
Alright, this better be good. 15.
He's like, hey man, thanks. Are you helping me up?
Yeah, you said you were sick and then you just passed out on the ground and I'm like helping him up with...
me on my ass, man?
Because you literally, that's where you fell. I'm making sure you're not bruised as I continue to go through his pockets.
We gave
Are you good?
We gave you a healing boof, so hopefully your cold should be gone now.
Yeah. Can I, like, help him up while simultaneously working my, like, sleight of hand charm?
Roll a sleight of hand, yeah.
Alright, oh, here we go. This one's gonna be the battle roll, I can sense it.
I am back. As the bartender died.
So
No,
he
what-
notices like you're going for like a little bit more of his wallet. Like you're able to get your own money back, but you're like.
Are you guys
looking around,
looting?
And he's like, "Hey man, stop it!"
Hey, I just want to. Okay, I know,
Finger
like,
in
based
me.
on how he's starting to react. I'm like, I'm
Where'd
only
the
gonna go
rest
for
of
my
my
money.
customers go.
They all ran away. They were scared
Why are
when
you
you passed
fingering
out.
me, man?
Look, I'm gonna like
I'm
keep my
not
hands
into
off of
that,
him.
man. And he slaps your
I'm gonna
hand away and
pocket.
kinda
I'm
gives
gonna
you the-
pocket my money that I essentially got back, but still help him up.
Wait, James, am I taking back the 3 gold I gave him?
Roland is.
Well, technically, it's going in my pocket.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
So, quick recap. I threw a mug at his head. He passed out. Andrew shoved the boof up his ass. He's back to full health. And I pickpocketed him while I deceived him into believing that he just fell over because he was sick. And I earned our money back. So, yeah.
Like, listen,
Job well
guys.
done.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll close
All right. Just, do you want us to walk you? Make sure that, you don't pass out again on the way there?
I'm okay. I'm alright. Just go to your
Okay.
rooms, please. I think you've seen me probably on the worst night of my life.
I'm sorry. Look. If you need anything, just holler. Okay. One of our guys will get you. I'll probably be asleep. All right. Again, just hope you're feeling better.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Has he gone out of the room
fingering
yet?
me, okay, man. Like, I don't like you taking advantage of me
Alright.
while I'm on the floor.
All right. I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
By sticking your finger up my butt. Come on.
Are you headed to bed or not?
I am. Can you guys go to yours? I'm about to
said-
close up.
Albert said, it saved your life like it saved mine a long time ago.
Did you put your
Trust
ass
him.
on that one too?
You don't wanna. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the fastest healing method.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
It gets right into your system.
that's great. That's nice. I'm glad we're ass brothers, but
It should it especially fixes your stomach and intestinal issues.
Is he not locking up until we go upstairs and we're out of line of sight?
yeah.
I want to lean over to Roland and whisper to him so that Albertson can't hear, but just whisper, give him the fucking money back.
Did you
Well,
see
I-
him take the money?
Did I?
You rolled
That's a
perception.
good question. That's a
Were
good
you-
question.
That's a good question. Yeah, Roland, were you hiding the fact that you were pickpocketing him from Pyrite?
Let's find out. Let's find out on the roll how well I hit it.
This is
Like
this is
the,
were you hiding the fact?
The patrons
Would you have
obviously did.
noticed? Yeah, the patron. Oh yeah, the patrons did. Shout it out. So you wouldn't have been able to hide.
All right, then yeah. Well, I ain't giving him his money back though. This is our money. Look, he was sick. If one of us gets sick, that's the medical bills already covered. That's what I say as I head upstairs because I'm just trying to take my nappy with the ale finished.
I feel guilty about how this whole situation goes, so I'm gonna take 3 of my gold and put it on the bar and just be like, I think you dropped this when you fell.
The guy kind of like just he like rubs his head. Says,
Thanks, lad. I appreciate it.
Well, that was the most complicated +3 gold I've ever earned, but whatever, I'll take it. I go back upstairs. The ale's finished. My mug is dirty, and I do like my takedown routine before I would go to bed.
all right, so Gaito starts doing his skincare routine like Patrick Bateman. And Pyrite.
Not like Patrick Bateman, like a Neutrogena CoverGirl commercial where I put my cucumbers on my eyes and I put my bathrobe on. Like,
rubbing 3 different kinds of creams into his cheeks.
Yeah, you think this blue skin stays blue like this naturally?
And Pyro, what are you doing?
I feel as though this day has been a failure in every possible way, so I just go up and I collapse back in the bed.
Oh yeah.
So you guys go to bed. You sleep for the night.
As you'll sleep.
Through the night. Nothing really bad sticks out to y'all. Like, I'm assuming Pyrite is listening out for goblins in the fields far away.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems very quiet. The next day, all of y'all roll insight checks. Or roll constitution checks.
You did that too quick. I already rolled insight 18, but I'll do a constitution.
Now we'll just use that roll.
Okay.
What's it without your modifier instead using con?
That's actually better. With just straight constitution.
So
Like a constitution roll?
Yeah.
19 for me.
Okay, my roll was originally an 18. It was a 17 plus 1. With constitution, it's now a 17 plus 3, so it'd be a dirty 20.
Alright, so Roland doesn't really feel any worse. Pyrite, since you were the last person to interact with him, like, you feel pretty, like, bad. You wake up and, like, your head aches and you're like, your legs are a little weak and you feel kind of queasy. Like, when you get up,
Guys.
you're rocking.
Guys, I think I got pink eye from giving Albertson the ass boof.
Yeah, you guys look over and Pyrite is laid up in bed. Like, he's sweating a little bit.
Uh-oh. Whatever will we do about this? Do we use the boof again?
So, I do want to point out I have defenses against poison. So, I'm not sure if, like, what's been done is a poison or how that would...
Poison?
It says... It just says I have, like, a resistance. I have Dwarven Resilience.
Okay, that means you have advantage, I think, against getting poisoned. But this is not
Okay.
poison, this is a disease.
Well, poison is a disease. It's the disease of the people.
Huh.
No one said that.
Roland says this out the window to the people walking down below.
No, of course I wouldn't. Nah, I'm just a bit smug about the fact.
Shut up!
I don't respond to him because I've been there, literally, 12 hours ago. I kind of just smugly think to myself, like, this is exactly why I threw the mug. So, no comment. I'm not even trying to help either. I'm just like, ooh, that sucks.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? Pirate's laid up in bed. The sun's just barely creaking up. What y'all doing?
I think we just gotta keep going to town, right? We gotta go to Valderon.
We said we were going to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm not suggesting we all split up. However, it might not be a bad idea for us to all do separate things. Pythos, possibly, if you want to go speak to the mayor, or Pyrite. whichever you'd prefer, because one of you guys could talk to the mayor, and meanwhile I can maybe remind me. I'm metagaming. Was the mayor the same person of like the person of interest coming into town, or was that somebody different?
Somebody different.
Okay, because I kind of want to go investigate that lead, just see what happens, and also go to the general store, possibly buy stuff. So,
Okay.
would you guys be interested in splitting up?
Yeah, I'm fine with doing that. I'll talk to the mayor.
Pirate, are you good enough to get out of bed, go talk to the mayor, or join me, or join him, or just stay in bed and try to recover?
Wait,
what are your
someone's got
thoughts?
to talk to the Capitol Guard, like talk about training and stuff.
Well, no, that's all the way in Vaderon. That's a day's journey away.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
What are
then
your thoughts?
you can check one.
I don't know if I'm well enough to get like obviously I'm feeling sick, but
Can we ask Albertson if he has any medicine?
yeah, I guess that's what I could do is I'll go on to the general store and see if there's medicine.
All right, perfect.
All right,
So-
so we'll go clockwise from what I see. So that's going to be Roland, Pyrite, then Kythos.
All right, well, let's all meet back at the tavern at nightfall.
Gotcha. No later than. So
Yeah.
nightfall.
So Roland, you walk about town. Assuming like you're going to where this market or the market is. Waiting for the vendor to show up, the
Yeah.
special one.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to the marketplace center, again, like you notice that for a little village, this place is very well paved, and bricks are inlaid in the street. The marketplace is no different. It's a circular, like kind of like a cul-de-sac shape in like just off this road, with like some built-in shops, but also lots for stalls to open up to. Like people have set up like some pumpkin stands, hawking, fishing wear, hunting wear, that sort of thing, fresh meat. But you remember that last night, the bartender Albertson mentioned that this town's name was Balleybogey. And you didn't notice this coming in because you've never been to Balleybogey before, but roll a history.
15.
15? Alright. So you know that Balleybogey is on the map, not because like of its importance or its beauty, but for the fact that it is it's a very wealthy town. Like this is an extremely wealthy town, like in the middle of farmland, and they are renowned for having some of the most exclusive and best fruit vegetables, and that's how they make them. That's how they make their money.
Some straight Stardew Valley shit.
Um,
Interesting.
Like, but there's no like they're famous for, of course, their carrots and their tomatoes and their grapes. But you know, you don't really see any produce stands there in town.
Gotcha. I mean, the carrot ale was pretty good despite the sickness involved in that.
That you're down with.
Yeah.
Wow. But you wait around for a few hours and make a perception check, just in general. I'll have you make 2.
Okay, first perception check is 14. Second perception check is a nat 20 plus 3.
Okay. So, for the first perception check, that was to look at the people. You notice that the people that are walking about, kind of hunched over, not really looking at you. There's not too many on the street. You can kind of assume that it's because that there's, no produce to be sold and not many people have been coming into town.
Mm-hmm.
But with a nat 20, you will notice that there is a cart rolling up to town. Through the middle of it. kind of creaking along. Not really the same way that you guys came into town. You came into town from the western side. This one was coming into town from the eastern side.
Okay. So is it coming out of Vaderon through the city?
Yes.
Or through the town?
Yeah.
Noted. Okay. I'm going to kind of watch it from afar, and then wherever it travels, I'm going to kind of pace nearby, but not enough to, like, draw attention to myself. But just making sure it never loses, I never lose eyesight on it.
Well, this cart actually pulls into the cul-de-sac, the marketplace area, and goes to one of the empty lots. And the driver jumps off and, wearing, like, a traveler's cloak, starts to disassemble the back of the cart and set up a small little tent.
Okay. Like, for their own lodging, or would it be, like, for sale of stuff?
Since it's in the marketplace, you can assume it's for sale.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, I mean, I'm gonna watch from afar until they're done setting up, just to see what's going on. Continue perceiving.
Alright. So, the back of the cart kind of, like, folds out to a table. It's attached by, like, some hinges that are able to bend out of the back of the cart and then, like, flip out to be a table, marketplace stand. The back of the carriage, like, extends out like an awning, making the top of it. And then the driver jumps into the back of the carriage and starts taking inventory and putting it on the shelf.
Okay. Honestly, way less suspicious than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to approach like normal, like any normal customer. I don't mind getting them before all the inventory's out.
Okay. So you approach and you hear from the other side, like not even turning around, this driver's like, "We're still in the process of opening. Give us a minute."
No, I'm just an interested buyer. How long are you guys going to take to set up?
Roll a perception check.
Or perceiving. An 11.
So you notice his voice is like kind of raspy. You can't really place it. It does not sound like a Vaderonian accent or really a Sandside Southern accent or anything like that. It's a little different. It's hard to place.
Is it goblin in nature?
No.
Don't even hear a hint of it. Okay, all right, gotcha. Did I ask how long it'll take him to set up? Roughly.
While you're
If I haven't, I will.
While you're determining, that, I don't think you did ask, but
Okay.
The driver chirps in and is like, if you would like to pitch in, by all means.
Okay, sure. Actually, I don't mind helping out. I assumedly go very cautiously,
Hold up.
mind you.
I'll have her roll a perception.
Because I'm gonna say I'm not gonna like just expose my back to these people, but if I'm going to help, I'm gonna make sure that like I'm not like back's always against the wall, nobody sneaks up behind me kind of thing. Like I'm still being cautious, but I don't mind helping out helping put out their inventory.
But as you say, like, you're gonna help out, the driver turns around and eyes you up and down a little bit, and she pulls off her hood, and you now recognize this to be. Hold up, let me look at your
Female detective.
The
background.
princess.
I'd be lucky.
Hold up.
We're at the last Koopa Hotel. Fucking
Dear pesky plums.
And
Do you
that
have
helped?
a? Did you have? What was your origin?
Oh god, where do I find that? Description? Criminal spy?
Yeah, here you go. Alright, so I thought so. So this is your contact that you have in the criminal underbelly. This is, you would know her. She's kind of like, imagine like an old, like, New Yorker agent, with like graying, like bright red hair with like streaks of gray, like in like the curls, half done makeup, tired bags under her eyes, wearing like an old like lounge singer's dress with leather boots. And
Okay.
you would recognize this to be Cinder. She's your underworld contact, and proprietor of goods.
Cinder. What's the rating? What's the dice roll
Listen,
on
if
that?
she was younger, she'd be a solid like 9.5.
How old is she?
She's like hitting 50, 55.
Okay, what's the roll? Do I even need to roll for how attractive she is now?
It's up to you, brother. You a gilf hunter?
Well, I want to roll to see that first, and then we'll kind of base things off from there. So what is that? What do we usually do? A D10?
Sure. Roll a d10.
Here we go. A 9.
Oh my golly. Yeah, Cinder she's like, you can tell that like in her youth, she used to be probably like the belle of the ball. Like
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about now.
But she's like, probably like a lounge singer. Like she's like the epitome of what you'd see in like a Martin Scorsese. Like this is how good we used to have it in New York, baby. This is what we'd have the broads, the dames, we'd have the nightclubs swinging and dancing. But now you can tell that kind of like the silver light has faded and has brought the ugly truth to the matter as age is set on. But she still retains that little bit of old school style and class. Like you can tell the wrinkles have had their effects on her, but even though she might not care about her looks anymore, she still has them.
Okay. Do we have a history where we just like work contacts? I'm sorry, I'm about to spend the next 30
Your work
minutes.
contacts. You are.
That's
but
it.
you know that she's attractive.
Gotcha. So I probably shouldn't put on a flirtatious charm.
Well, we'll figure that out when we get back to you. All right, so Pyrite.
Blue ball.
So Pyrite,
Alright.
you are heading to the general store.
Yeah. So as I'm leaving, I want to see in the tavern if Albertson is there.
Albertson is not there. He does not make food in the morning. He opens up at noon and closes at like 2 a.m. the next day.
Okay. Because I was going to ask him, since he's sick, if he was taking any medicine. But then I'll just continue on to the general store.
Alrighty. When you make your way to the general store, go ahead and roll a perception check.
$11.
You notice that it is, despite the mood in town, it's still quite sunny.
Alright, well, I read the room and decide I'm going to do my own thing, so I just say very loudly, I'm like, "Make way, I'm sick, I need medicine."
Everyone kind of looks at you, but doesn't really move too much.
Well, I have it on good authority this stuff is contagious, because I got it from Albertson last night, right before he tripped and fell, and we helped him out. It's long, so I'm sick. And
Okay, that's nice. And some of them just get out of your way. And then you hear them whispers like, "Have you seen that guy before?" "No, I don't know who that guy is. I didn't think we let in crazies like him into town."
alright, so am I able to make it to the shopkeeper?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll another con check while you're there.
Another.
Roland,
hold
I'll
up.
have Roland,
Oh,
I'll have
Constitution check.
Yeah, I'll have you roll a Constitution check too.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
All right,
checking
I just
again.
got a nat 20.
All right, so
Oh,
you're
boy.
actually picking up. So you start to feel good. You know that like you have no pressure under your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
11.
All right, so Roland, you feel like you are also getting under the effects. So while you're waiting, like
Not in front of my
even,
girlfriend.
like you're feeling the pressure beneath your eyes building, and like like your throat's starting to clutch up a little bit, and like it's a little harder to breathe, and your muscles are weak.
Noted.
Like the first steps of getting the flu. But anyways, yeah. So you make it, Pirate. On your way to the general store, you pep up your step a little bit. You're able to kind of like collect yourself, and you make it on.
All right, so I make it to the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to go inside, and even though I'm feeling better, I'm still making a big fuss about being sick.
Okay. So you make it inside. You notice that the shop is selling face masks and says that you should probably wear one as well on a little bowl beside the door. I'm joking. It's not right. It's not. That's not the case.
I was about to just look at that. Can you believe how many liberals they let in this town?
Guy looks up and says, I can't believe it. When I'm sick like a man.
Mm-hmm.
He sneezes on the table.
Hawk 2 up.
Yeah. So
But like you notice, Bart, like the owner of the store, like he kind of gives you a nod. Says, "When I get your son."
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
What can I get you, son?
I'm feeling sick. Got sinuses and like stomach issues. Just whatever medicine, potions, whatever you got for that.
Well, if there's one thing I can get you, it's gonna cost you a little bit. And he kind of like gets up off his stool, and he walks over to the glass cabinet next to it, like on his back right, and pulls out a little glass vial with some purplish liquids in it. This is the cure-all elixir. It'll get you disease-free in no time.
Okay, that sounds good. How much did you say it's gonna have to set me back?
Probably gonna be
Tell you what, you take some of it first and get better over whatever you have right now. And
I
then
don't
we
need
can
to
talk.
get better. I'm at the top of my game. 50 gold.
50. Look, dude, I think I just got a cold.
Roll an insight.
Oh shoot, another nat 20.
Got a nat 20. This guy is lying out of his ass. It is not worth 50 gold. A cure-all elixirs worth like 5 or 10 gold.
Alright, so I'm gonna...
He's like still looking at shit. It's like you can see like his chest like rise and fall under his tunic, and he's like, so are you broke
I'm going
or what?
to... Just gonna look at him and be like, you and I both know that's not worth 50. I've got 3 gold right here. It's all yours if you let me have that.
Not doing 3.
Alright. I've got... Alright. I'll go up to 5.
Roll per
5 gold, but that's double what we paid for lodging last night.
Roll persuasion. Yeah, but to a sick person, this is as good as gold.
$14.
He's like, alright, but I'll do it for 6, because you've wasted a lot of my time.
I get that a lot. Get charged more than most of my friends.
So you handle it 6 gold?
Yeah, I'll pay 6 gold.
He slides it across the counter to you. And takes your 6 gold.
Okay. Then, is this just a single dose, or... Like, how much is in it?
There's, it's like, imagine a 5-hour energy shot. It's like a pretty small vial.
Alright, so if I just want to feel better, I just take that now.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll go ahead and just take it, and then, I also want to see if there's anything else in the store that, like, catches my attention.
Alright, well... Alright, so you take the potion. You feel like, you start to feel your acne clearing up. You feel a little bit springier in your step. And roll a con save.
Alright, 23.
And
Damn,
like you're able to stomach the potion, and you feel pretty fine.
Alright.
But around the store, you would notice that there are. I'll get to your shopping segment after we get to Kaito's.
Okay.
Wake up out of your sleep.
I'm on a expedited mission to find this mayor.
Right.
I'm looking at maps. I'm talking to anybody I see and just looking at houses that could be mayoral houses.
Yeah, sure. Outside of the inn, you run into a chatty resident who's like,
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take you to the mayor. Right this
Thanks,
way.
buddy.
He pukes up on the ground.
Right this way.
This fucking town is infected with carrot juice.
And Kaitas, you go ahead and roll a con save.
Constitution?
Yep.
8.
You puke right along with this guy that shows you run down.
Oh!
Watch yourself there, fella.
Hawk Tua, I say.
Yep, you gotta spit out that thing.
Take me to the mayor, please.
Of
Thank
course.
And he's like skipping along the road, like every so often, like having to catch his breath and puke again.
you.
And yeah, you make it up to a pretty stately house near the center of town. It rises up above the other houses in a big green spire with a back of timber, tiles, and thatch.
I grab his front door knocker. Donk, donk, donk.
Well, the little guy that led you there is waves goodbye. He's like,
Bye, big one. Try not to throw up on the mayor.
Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.
and you pull the knocker, and after a couple seconds, one of the town hall guards, like he's wearing like a breastplate, and a short stubby metal hat, opens door. He's like, Yes, what can I do for you?
Good evening, or not good evening. Shit. Good afternoon. I've been
What?
sent by.
Good
I've been
evening.
sent,
It's the sun's still out, man.
I apologize. Good afternoon. I've been sent by Albertson, the bartender, to speak to the mayor. My name is Kaitos the Stormbringer,
Uh,
tiefling of Aloy.
yeah, I was gonna say, thank you for the introduction. Try and work on it next time, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing a tiefling this far into.
As he turns around, like assuming he does turn around to like look for the mayor, I just do this. Yeah.
He's
Oh, no.
It's kind of strange seeing a tiefling this far into Aloy, but if Albertson said that he sent you, and can only mean for one thing. And he kind of rolls his eyes and says, "Right this way. The mayor's gonna be upstairs."
Thank you.
So he leads you in. The inside of this stately house is a little bit bigger, with a kind of a wide, far setback first floor, with like 2 dining rooms on the right-hand side, and a kitchen in the back. On up the stairs, there's a couple of rooms that the guard passes by, and then one with the door open that leads into a large desk with a tall back chair, some tax records and stuff like scattered upon the desk, and a side desk for a scribe to sit as well. Sitting in the tall back chair is an older gnome with a small set of glasses on the end of his nose, and a fully white beard with 2 curls leading inward or leading outward, and a mustache that kind of like droops out and then down.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Kaitos the Stormbringer. I'm a blue tiefling of the lands of Aloy. Are you the mayor, perchance?
Why, yes, I am. And you said Albertson sent you?
Yes, bartender Albertson sent me to discuss any issues that he's been having. An epidemic that seems to be plaguing the town with people throwing up from poor crops quality, and whether I can lend my services in terms of letting it rain, or flushing out bad toxins in the roots where the crops are planted, and helping anything like that.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I would greatly appreciate it. And you're gonna fix the sickness with the crops, right?
Of course, I would be more than happy to do that for the right purpose.
Of course. As long as you get those crops back on the menu, my boys will be eating good enough. And roll a con save, and then roll an insight as well. Roll an what? No, roll an investigation.
Investigation. 16.
For your con save or for your investigation?
16 is my investigation. Should I still do Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Con is 12.
All right. So you feel like still like shaking your legs. You're not able to hide it as well as Pyrite did when he was skipping down the street. And your investigation would reveal that he is his enthusiasm for clearing the vegetables is sincere, but at the same time he's kind of nervous.
Mayor, I sense a sense of nervousness and hesitation from you about me coming to help your small town here. Would I be right to assume that?
Well, I mean, I'm just nervous because you seem a little sick there, fella. You sure you shouldn't? You should be in the mayor's office if you're a little sick.
Rest assured, I can handle anything that's thrown at me. I've sailed this the seas, and my ships have tried many tough waves and storms, and I've been able to weather all the motion sickness and all of the unsteadiness and unease of long voyages. One drink will be nothing that I can't handle, and if anything, it's just proof to you that there is in fact an epidemic in this town that's plaguing your fellow people.
Right. Well, no, I can assure you that I really want these crops to succeed, and for us to finally be able to make some more money again. We have an
let's
image to keep.
let's talk about the terms of our agreement, shall we, Mayor?
Of course. Well, I mean, payment will definitely be in full. We have more than enough means to supply our benevolent helpers.
I'm not actually looking for payment. I'm actually looking for something else.
Oh, what exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for an audience of me and my two fellow the last resort combatants with your best fighter in these lands, whether it be here or the next town over in is it Valteron?
Veteran.
Vaderon. Whether it be your best combatant in Vaderon or in these lands. I'm looking for an audience to train us to become the Princess Shameshir's royal guard.
Well, how much pull do you think I have as the mayor of this town?
Well, I wouldn't say that you were elected without any support from your constituents. I'm sure you have some connections, whether it be military or political.
I'll try and pull up what I can pull up. But I assure you, when you do, you're us in our fields. I will pull together my strings of that which I have left.
Okay. And just as a little bit of insurance, how about 3 gold?
From me now.
Yes.
Okay. I suppose I have enough gold lying right. He digs into his pocket, gets 3 gold pieces, and kind of throws it at you.
Thank you.
The guard kind of peeps up behind him, and he's like, "You done talking to the mayor? Anything else?"
Yes, I'm almost done adding that gold to my pocket. I just added. Okay. All right, Mayor. What would you best recommend for me to get the rain started? What crops do you think deserve the best or the most priority right now? And just in general, what crops need to be flushed out in terms of the toxins and rain?
Sure. Check the fields to the northwest. They should have the corn, the green beans, and the carrots. Oh, please save the carrots. We cannot live without our orange blood pumping through our skin.
All right. I'll return to you as soon as that job is done, and I look forward to coming back to you.
Okay. Is it just you that's traveling? It's just gonna be you.
This is just me for this current job.
Okay. Roll deception.
14.
It's not bad.
Okay. All right. Well then, I expect great news if Albertson was able to recommend you. But you've been very desperate to get some help, so anything is better than nothing.
I couldn't agree more. Have a great day, Mayor, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Alrighty. And as you leave, we'll cut back to Roland. So Roland, you are there in the marketplace. Cinder, as she gets all of her stuff together. You help her kind of pack up her, or like set out her stall, and she, like, once everything's all set up, she looks around at the crowd and says, she takes a drag from like one of her long cigarettes and, you know, kind of blows it down in the puff of smoke. Says, always hated going to Balleybogey. It's a boring, boring town, but damn if their pockets aren't loaded. Well, are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna sit there and just let her talk?
I'm enamored.
Like,
Staring directly at her tits, not saying anything.
yeah, you always struck me as the silent, strong,
That,
and dumb type.
This
Can
is roll on right now.
this is the most important role of the entire campaign. Can I roll for like the light skin stare, like the like
Are you trying to riz her up, or are you just using a light skin stare?
the first option, and then we'll go from there
Roll.
depending on the roll.
Roll a charisma with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? What do you mean?
You're
No.
looking at her. What are you supposed to do?
Swear to God, if one of these-
You're also just
Okay.
like business partners.
15. 15.
She kind of like raises her eyebrows at you and like looks you up and down. Like she can notice that you're staring at her, and she's like, "Uh-huh." So,
What business do we have to attend to?
nothing.
What, any new information you have for me?
She kind of like turns her head and like snuffs out her cigarette, and like looks at you and says, "No real business to be had just yet. The market sales should be fine, but if you ask me, I'd get out of this town."
Why is that? I get more serious, less flirtatious now, because that I feel the warning in her voice, the way she's saying that.
She gestures to the people and is like, "Look at them. They're all just there's life just leaking out of them."
I mean, to be fair, got a lot going on here. So I point to, you know, the fruit and vegetables that are delectable and delicious. Am I getting a hint of like there's danger to be had soon? Like, do I interpret that from her words, or is it just like why are you here?
Well, what she's saying is like it's not that there's danger, but like their problems are deeper than just the veggies. Is what she's getting at.
I mean, I caught wind of something from bartender, but
Yeah,
I just
and
couldn't place my finger on it.
as you say, you caught wind of something from that bartender. That Constitution check that you rolled earlier comes up, and like you like stifle puke through your like hand, and like your knees give way. Like, wow, you're really something of a man, huh? She has like a fresh cigarette in her hand, and like takes another drag and says, "Exactly why I would have gotten out of here last night."
I'm getting sick. I drank some of the bartender's ale. I like explained to her as if she didn't already know.
She like looks down at you and looks at like the rest of town and says, "I think everybody's drunk in the bartender's ale."
So the problem is something sickness related, huh?
One would assume so. One could greatly assume.
Where do I start with this information? Like,
don't know.
as in where it originated.
She kind of like taps a cigarette on like the side, like out in the, as like rain starts to fall. She's like, I don't know. Whatever your new group of fools that you've fallen in line with, I'm assuming, are doing.
Partners. They're helpful so far. So, they're worthwhile keeping around.
But listen, Ron, I'd love to help, but best I could do is sell you one of my things.
Go on. What are these things?
You, like, get a look in the back, and I'll have you, if you want, look up
Like Google?
any uncommon or common, no, any common magical item
Common magical items 5e. Also, is Max starting to fall asleep?
I think so.
I'm catching you lacking.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, one moment. I thought I was going to be the tired one this session. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, but I can search by rarity. Oh, this is going to take me a little bit. Honestly, depending on when we end tonight, I might actually need a lot of time to think this over. Although, yeah, no, I mean, literally, there's 5 pages of just common magic items. Oh, I'm going to take way too long. So if we need to skip a scene, I'd say this would be a good picking up point for me. For my scene, maybe next session. Because, like, I would actually really want to go through these and not metagame, but just figure out what would be best.
I'm down with that.
Alright.
I'll be praying to tell us that we get good range for it in the meantime as well.
Actually, hold up.
I mean, unless you want to change the scene, however you want to do it.
I'll
I
make
just keep
it
getting...
uncommon.
Well, that's gonna make it even harder then,
Uncommon.
because I'm already struggling with
I'll make it uncommon.
figuring it. Are there not that many options for uncommon?
Well, this is gonna cost you 100 gold, and
I mean, I got the money.
yeah.
I mean, shit. Every page I click on literally redirects me just to D&D Beyond's, like, buy this book instead. And uncommon magic items have 11 pages. So,
Well,
fuck me. Yeah,
on
I
looking
need
through
some time
that.
to decide.
keep on looking through that, and we'll go over to Fire Red.
Yeah. I don't even know where I'd start.
Alright, so I was looking around the store, right? And looking for anything that might catch my attention.
Yeah.
And I mean, character-wise, I know I'm most interested in stuff regarding like the ancient civilizations and ruins and stuff. So,
All right. So make an investigation check, and yeah, make an investigation check. Raw. Alright, so you're able to find, like, maybe a couple doodads of, like, historical significance, like maybe an old arrowheads, maybe some old potion bottles, but anything like a relic would be very hard to find. And if you make, I'd say go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage as well, because I'm assuming you're already suspecting that there's something, you know, up with this town. With all the investigation checks that have been happening on the roll.
alright, so with advantage, it's 13.
All right, so you still don't see any of the crops for sale in here. But you notice that, like, a lot of the prices are a little bit higher than you would find like in Sandside or even in Cloud Cradle.
Okay, so I guess if I'm not really seeing anything that I want, I was already curious last night the crops and how Albertson said that there were animals attacking them. So I want to like make my way over to wherever I would think that the fields would be.
All right, so you ask the owner of the shop. He's like, yeah, crops gonna be northwest, but that's where the carrots are at least.
Yeah, you seem like somebody who really eats carrots.
No, not really.
Carrot cake.
I don't really eat carrots. Too pricey.
Well, color me surprised.
Carrot cake.
Color
Though.
me surprised. Roll an intimidation.
Bully the fat guy.
6.
It kind of just like he says like, you can leave. You're not even gonna buy anything. You can leave.
I already bought something.
Yeah. You swindled me for it. Yeah. Anything else? You want some rope to go hang yourself with?
Actually, I already have rope that I got from my friends, so maybe I will, and you'll feel really bad about it.
You have friends? Surprising.
I have coworkers.
Not the same.
Pyrite fucking.
You know what? I don't need this. Me and my monkey, we're leaving.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I probably should have charged you the pet fee as well. That's 5 gold.
Can spirit animals piss on the ground?
Go ahead and try.
Spirit piss.
Roll Constitution.
I want to
See if
direct.
your
Yeah, I
monkey-
want to
see if
direct
your-
my
See
monkey.
if your spirit monkey can manifest piss out of his body.
Okay.
You give him enough water.
D-
to them.
Do I do Constitution without my modifier?
Constitution with a monkey's modifier.
All right. What would that be?
Monkey.
I'll just roll.
The monkey.
Roll a
A
d20.
+0.
Okay. 10.
10. He's able to fart. Goes,
Wonderful.
I say, that was great. And then I pick him up and I run out of the store.
You hear the guy like stumble a little bit. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and go to Kythos. So Kythos, you are in the fields, kind of walking through the the corn, the rows of corn, to the right and left of you, and yeah, you notice that they're dying, and it's a rough state of affairs. So what do you plan to do?
I
Make
pray
a
to
nature
Tala.
check. Actually, make a nature check before you do anything.
Okay. 9.
You can notice that these plants are not doing too hot. It's not like, but you can notice it's not through like bugs eating them or like goblins eating them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna do a little prayer to Talos to hopefully give me strength to create a rainstorm.
all right, roll a religion check.
10.
So you're able to pray to Talos. Talos is usually the god of like, there's the god of like, agriculture, god of like, inland storms, maybe some local weather deities that people pray to. Talos being like a pretty overseeing deity of the seas, he wouldn't really like have like a close connection with trying to bring in a shower for some plants here and there. But you do see like the clouds start to darken a little bit overhead.
Okay. So I just say, "Oh, ancient deities, lend me thy strength, O kindred."
No. I was trying to see if you had any spells to cast.
I have what was that? That inventory.
Max, you can prepare. I mean, I'll let you prepare them now because you still don't have them prepared. You got 2 other spells you can add. Because clerics, I think, can change their spell list on the fly.
Oh, really? I have let's see, Thunder Wave and Shatter. I don't think that's what I'm looking for there. You said I could change my spells on the fly.
I think so.
Switch. Unfortunately, I'm not finding. Like, there's like a search spell names thing, but I think it's only under. Wait, let me click manage spells.
No, you can prepare them every long rest, but we'll say that you prepared them last night in preparation for like having to deal with like bringing in a storm.
Okay.
Truest of agriculture deities, lend me thy strength.
Forefathers, one and all,
Bear
witness! I'll go ahead and give you. 2 kind of like utility spells. I'll do Purify Food and Drink in a nice little Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
And I don't think you've taken So, I mean, you're able to, like, get together some of the clouds. It was already starting to rain, but your presence here is kind of, like, influenced it to maybe start a little bit earlier. And, like, slowly but steadily, like, a little bit of a shower, like, picks up.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to click cast on those 2 on the web page?
What were you casting?
The Purify Food and Drink and then, oh wait, is it just 1? Purify Food and Drink?
Yeah, I would say just cast the Purify Food and Drink.
Okay. It doesn't look like... Oh wait, hang on. Okay, I think I cast it. Do I just cast it and then click 1 square off the spell slot?
Yeah, second level.
Okay. Okay. So I just did that.
So you see the plants like start to like shed off a little bit of their like their mold, and like they start to perk up again. Like their color returns to the leaves. Like they start to swell with like nutrients again. And yeah, like they all start to perk up.
Awesome.
But then after a while, you notice, and I'll go ahead and have you roll an Arcana.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You notice that your spell is getting pushed out by
Oh,
an even more powerful magical effect on these plants. So you're able to purify them, but they are continuously being poisoned
okay.
and drained.
I want to pray again to the agriculture gods and see if there's any way that I can gain some insight on what source is causing this poison to linger.
Roll you roll a religion, and
Yeah.
pull up something.
6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Similar to the last time that you prayed to them, like it's even less so. Like you can't really tell anything between the clouds that were there before and the clouds that are there now.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see Pyrite walking up from down the hill.
Okay. Pyrite, over here!
Hey, I'm feeling better than this morning.
Pirate roll
That's good.
contract. You puke. And you
But
feel
see,
like
that's
you
a
see-
better color than this morning.
you see the color is now turned purple from the potion.
A placebo.
Yes.
You hear in the distance.
I don't know if you necessarily have gotten better. It looks like you just threw up the potion you drank and paid good money for.
Guys, do you want to come with me and piss on the shopkeeper's floor?
I like where you're at, where your head's at. Let's do it.
I don't want to go back. I got him too good last time. How was the mayor? You cleared up the food?
Well, I'm able to purify the crops, but every time I do it, it looks like they just get poisoned again, or some like force is acting against me. I felt like my magic was being like pushed away or something.
So, as far as I understand, my only like attachment to magic comes through my spirit creature.
Pretty
so
much.
I was thinking, yeah,
Ooh,
if
got
I
an
were
idea.
to like, I'm thinking if it would be worthwhile to turn like my spirit creature into like a mole or something, so it can dig around near the roots and like maybe see if it can understand where the magic is coming from.
Okay.
I was gonna say an earthworm, but yeah, mold. would be
I was
fun.
also thinking worm. I don't know what would be better.
I think a
It's up to
badger.
you, man.
They'd probably get a badger or mole would do a better job of digging and quicker.
It's up to you, brother.
All right. Well, yeah, I still haven't transformed it today, so I'm going to transform it from a monkey into a mole, and then like instruct it to dig around near the roots.
All right.
And
Yes,
look for anything that's like poison related or trying to act poison magic onto the crop.
All right.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll the mole's perception, or either. It has tremor sense. That's crazy. Let's see, it's speed, burrow feet, 5 feet. All right. Well, go ahead and roll its. Roll its perception twice because it's underground.
Alright, so I'll just roll a d20. Because I don't know what modifier it gets.
It gets +0.
Okay, so 50.
Another 15.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, both rolls are 15s.
So you're able to sense with this mole as it burrows around near the roots that it starts to get a little sick. Like you can feel it. You can, since like it's your bound familiar, you can feel that it starts to get a little sick. But it can tell that, you know, beneath, like in this earth, there is like bad stuff. Like not exactly poison, but there's bad stuff.
Okay, and it's coming like from the ground and the earth itself.
Yes.
Maybe there's
Like
a cave nearby.
Being surrounded by this soil is like pretty harming it. And
I mean, I almost want to
I'll
say-
go ahead and roll. I'll roll a quick little con check for the little mole, because it is surrounded and it's a tiny little creature. It's 14. Con is 14. So it passes. That's 15. So the mole, it's like it's not doing too hot, but it's still trucking through.
Alright, well, if I can tell that it's getting sick, I'm going to call it to come back out.
All right, it's gonna like kind of like meekly like put its head up out of the dirt.
I pick it up and I put it on my shoulder like I do with most of my spirit animals.
It like curls up in a little ball and puts its pad his shovel hands in front of his eyes.
I think this is something that we need to just report to the mayor before we take any more action of our own, and we should probably talk to the mayor in the morning about it.
Yeah, we'd want to know if there are any enemies of this town that would want to destroy the crops.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can talk with Albertson. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Well, Albertson also mentioned that there were animals that were coming here, so that seems strange that all we've seen is like this mold or poison or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That is indeed strange. And
Yeah.
whatever it is, I think we're going to get to the bottom of it, and I have a feeling that Roland is going to help us get to the
Yeah.
bottom.
And with that, we'll cut back to Roland.
Perfect.
You made a decision.
I do. I have, actually. If this item is acceptable.
Cinder is kind of like sitting at the edge of the cart as you're like digging through the chests that she has.
Yeah, which has just got a fuck ton of crazy good things. I
Digging through
metagaming.
Cinder's chest. God, I wish I were you.
Yeah, talking as me, not the character. Gloves of Thievery is the answer I came upon in the last like 15 minutes of searching.
Describe what
So-
they are.
They are gloves of thievery. Let me find the exact description I had open. Let me read
James,
it
I'll just say
verbatim.
that Pyrite and I are heading back to the bar because it's getting dark.
Okay.
And the gloves of thievery. These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to dexterity, aka sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick locks. I would like these.
+5 bonus to dexterity. That is insanity.
I literally I found a Reddit thread that was exactly what I was looking for. It is what is a good uncommon magic item for a rogue, and gloves of thievery kept popping up. I almost went with bag of tricks, but honestly, I think what could have been really fun too. But I'm settled on gloves of thievery as long as you allow me. I was thinking about getting the immovable rod, which I had a lot of fun looking up as well. If you're familiar. Which is like
I think that's just a +5 to sleight of hand and thieves tools.
yeah, it's not just dex. It's literally, let me reread it. You gain a +5 bonus to dexterity sleight of hand checks.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that's a little bit different
Yeah,
because if it was just a +5 to dex, that
I'd be fucking insanely broken. No, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. But I was considering also getting the immovable rod, which is essentially that like metal pipe noise, except it's like a metal bar that I can magically fix in position anywhere up to 8,000 pounds US. Like, just in whatever ways I can, and I thought that would be fun. But I settled on Gloves of Thievery because that's just like an immediate buff to everything I should be doing.
So you pick out these unassuming gloves. Like they kind of look like solid black like cloth gloves. Like almost like a surgeon's gloves, but pure black. Cinder, like she looks up at you and like her eyes like kind of narrow, and she's like, I had a feeling you picked that. Just didn't think you'd ever pony up the money for it.
You said 100, right? And then I want to, let me see. I want to give her another light skin stare, but I want to see, like, you willing to go to 80 for it?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage again.
This ain't ever working. First roll is an 18, and the second roll is a 12.
She looks at you and says, 100 is a pretty fair price. I'll go to 95.
Alright. 95. Sold. Sounds good to me. I'll pay 95 for that item.
It's like, thank you. I thought you'd show your old partner a bit more of a fairness of the trade, but guess old habits don't die easy.
Old partner? Do I even need to roll a history check for that? I was not. Well, I guess I was kind of made aware, but
I mean, you're her old contact. Like she's like your agent. You're like one of her clients.
yeah. Well, it's not about the partnership. It's just just doing business. That's all. Nothing personal.
Guess we'll always have to cut some corners somewhere.
Yeah. So.
But
I don't know. How do I say it nicer? Where it's like, hey, remember, I got your back, and you got mine. I won't ever shortchange you for stuff. This is just no. You gave me a five gold deal.
But
you know what? Here, let me do something out of character.
You can pay back 5 gold by leaving town as quick as you can. You've made me some money in the past, and I don't want to waste 5 gold.
Nah, here's something better. What do you need from me? I owe you a favor now. How about that? Is there anything?
She looks you up and down, and kind of blinks in your direction. It's like, said you are running with a new band of partners. You said?
Yeah, something like that.
We're called the Last Resort.
You hear in the distance.
they're walking by as you say that.
No, I just happen to say we're called the Last Resort to Pyrite, and it does not have anything to do with Roland's conversation, but I just say it, and it just so happens to align with
Hell yeah.
Last Resort forever. We're gonna merchandise it soon.
Yeah, we're the Last Resort.
And she kind of looks at you up and down again. Roland is like, well, I might not have something for you as of yet. Solo missions are so blase. Maybe something that requires a bit more of a diversity of skills. I can drum something up maybe for you in Vaderon if I meet you there.
I'll be sure to meet you there then. So I'll bring you something back with the use of these gloves. So consider that deal an investment.
Well, and I'll be sure to visit your grave need something go wrong before then and there.
I love a woman who will actually just fucking kill me.
And She blows a puff of cloud in your a puff of smoke in your face.
I give her one final light skin stare. Can I roll to see how that would affect her?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Completely resistant.
Not yet.
Unlucky.
I'm gonna say that you stared at her twice. It is not working. you just shaved 5 gold off of the deal.
All right, that's fine. I'll take it. Literally though, I like where this arc's going.
So it's getting close to the end of the day, and she starts to pack up. And I mean, I assume you help her pack up. Like, you both like put the cart together, that sort of thing. She hops on the back. And,
Yeah.
And she like gives you like a nod, and says, "Okay, get out of here."
Oh, you. I leave.
She's already heading down the road.
Yep.
And she gives you like one wave of her hand as she drives by, like not looking, just like off the side of the cart.
Toodaloo.
I can't find the gift fast enough. I don't know. Like, I just flutter, get whatever. Fuck, what am I trying to say? Like, I'm still just thinking about her. I don't know. I just stand there in amazement.
You turn into Drake with the heart haircut on his head.
I guess. Bad comparison, but yeah.
But so you guys make your way back to the tavern, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And as you do, you make your way back in. You notice like a sheepish figure kind of sitting at the tavern, with like large circular glasses, kind of like up far up their nose, and kind of a like a big saddlebag to his side. He looks nervous, but as he sees you three walk in, he kind of comes up to y'all and says, "Are you the guys that've been trying to trying to save everything that's going on in town?"
Yes, we're the last resort. How can we help you?
Well, that's very forthcoming of you. He looks around, or she looks around.
It's the fucking villain.
Like left and right, and like, there are some side eyes that she's getting, but she like motions you over to like the table that's by itself near one of the poles.
Okay. How can we help you?
She sits down. She's like, I'm Rosaline, Tinker Blossom. I'm like a tinkerer in town. Like I make little bits and bobs for like the kids, and help harvest season whenever we come up. But there's just like there's something else going on. And I think
Rosaline, please calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Listen.
Just say what you need to say very slowly, and you don't need to panic. We're here for you.
I thought I could cure it with just a little machine here and there, like maybe extra water, maybe extra sunlight, maybe things that could automatically prune all the crops in the field. But it just would not work. It would not work.
I'm going to interject here. So, were the crops already failing and then you tried this? Or are you informing us that you're the one killing the crops?
No, I've been trying to save these crops. I've been trying. They're the town's lifeblood.
Mm-hmm. And how were they doing before you started working on them?
Just fine. But I've been thinking that there's something else going on.
We do like a little group huddle. Rosaline can't hear us. All right, Pyrite Roland, what are we gonna do with
this? You guys
this?
doing a group huddle over there?
The last stand has
it's part of the process. Don't worry. I'm saying we turn her into the maid.
We need a mage.
I'm trying to understand if she's the one who's caused all of this, and even if she hasn't, I don't. If we can't find the cause, we can always just turn her in.
Fair enough.
I don't
I'm pretty
know.
indifferent.
Is there really a need to turn her into the mayor at this point? I think we can. She's probably nervous enough where we could just work with her. I don't think she's going to fight against us.
Right? No. We start by working with her and see if we can find the real cause and how to fix the crops. And if we can't do that, well, we turn her in, collect the reward that we can, and we make our way on to Vaderon.
And move on. I like it.
Amen,
All right.
brother.
All right, go last stand or last resort, not last.
Last
Look,
Stand. Are you guys named
Last
Last Stand or the Last Resort? I heard that. I heard that part.
We're the last of whatever we were.
Last of Us. Love that game.
Who?
My favorite character was
All right.
Eddie.
You mean the show?
Oh no,
Pedro Pascal.
Rosalie, we are here to offer you a proposition,
Uh-huh.
as they would say. I am Kaitos the Stormbringer. I was working earlier.
I bring storms.
Stormbringer and Storm friend of friend.
Uh-huh.
I was working with the mayor, following his orders to help bring the crops back to life in this town here, and using my spell called Purify Food and Drink, I was able to successfully, for a moment, heal some of the poison-ridden crops until some magical poison spell fought against my powers, and my colleague Pyrite here used his mole, which you see on his
You got
shoulder,
a mole.
held up.
Oh my god, you've got a mole.
Yep, he used his mole to burrow deep into the earth.
Use his mole.
Yes, he used the mole, and found
it's
that
not
there was,
cancerous. Don't worry.
Okay.
it found indeed that there was some poison acting up. So we would be offering you to work with us to figure out the root cause, no pun intended, of this issue. And if you are of no use to us, then we're gonna have to do a report to the mayor and let him know our findings, and we'll let him decide your fate.
Decide my fate. Decide my fate. What about what? I'm just one of the people that helps grow the crops.
You messed with the crops and you didn't tell anybody about it.
I've been trying to save the crops.
You know how many times Pyrite has thrown up today?
Pirate, throw a con. Actually, all of you do a con check.
I assume there's a bull by every
7.
table in the cavern now because like everybody's just stealing it.
7. I'm gonna vomit on her.
Roland, like you've been like quiet as she's been talking, like from the back, like you just puke up forward.
I'm gonna vomit on her. I'm
right
gonna
on
intentionally.
Rosaline's glasses.
Yeah. It's
What
straight.
everybody else roll.
Hang on. I got a 19.
Okay, so Kaithos is like he's put together as hell.
Yeah, mine. I got a 24.
Okay.
Immune.
Pyrite is even
I'm
more
sorry.
like to the left and right. Like Pyrite and Kaithos are kind of like leading this conversation, and then out from the middle, Roland like makes an opening, sticks his head through, and pukes like green sludge right onto her glasses. He's like,
I'm sorry, Rosaline, I misspoke. I meant to say, you know how many times Roland has thrown up
Well,
in the past 24 hours?
At least once. Ugh. And she takes
More
she
than
takes,
once.
she takes like a dirty rag off of her belt and like kind of like wipes her face off.
Now, if you don't want another throw-up incident to happen, you'll help us find the cause of this issue, won't you?
Yes, that is the point. I just have found something that might be of interest to you.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but you described a mole, and you had like you had magic up in the plants, and then you puked on me, and then you said that the mayor was going to decide my fate,
Well,
I'm not trying to
and
make
then
it
you guys
seem like
went into a
scary-
huddle.
Maybe the mayor
We do
will like
not.
promote you
The
like
process.
janitor or something. I don't know about like decide your fate in a negative way, like kill you or something. I'm just saying he's gonna like demote you from
Then what do you
Soil-
think? What do you think "decide by fate" means? This is a dire circumstance.
How about decide your career path? Decide your future career prospects. Let's just say that.
Okay.
What's your giant revelation? What do you have to tell us?
Well, when I was doing, some quote unquote digging, I was trying to measure the pH level of the earth around the fields, and while I was taking soil samples, I noticed that some of the soil that's directly underneath the village is kind of peculiar. It's really mineral rich. So I dug a little deeper in my backyard, and it might have opened up into an old tunnel.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, sounds like we're going splunking.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna guess there's some magic sorcerer goblin high class society dude that's
Right.
fucking spoiled there.
So, what percentage is the chance that there are goblins in this tunnel?
A non-0%.
I look
I
at
think some like arcana
And
wizard.
Rosaline instinctively not instinctively looks, but her eyes kind of wander over to Roland to see if he's gonna throw up again on her.
I pat Roland on the back and
All right, Rosaline, if you're a true scientist, as you say you are, you're coming to that tunnel with
What?
us as we investigate.
What, me?
Yep. Do you have any combat skills?
I can create, maybe a lantern?
Perfect, you're coming
Great.
with us.
Yep.
Great, you're coming with us.
Oh, no!
Tune in next time to when we
Alright,
fucking throw this girl to the goblins.
We're gonna take a rest, and then bright and early tomorrow morning, we're coming in the tunnels.
Yeah, I honestly, yeah, I agree.
Roll... For you
Is
to
this
that,
all of us?
roll an intimidation check.
All three
All
of
of
us?
us?
Yeah. Roll out.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a
16.
dirty 20.
9.
Alright,
I think we're pretty
so
intimidating.
Kythos's horns curl a little bit more, and he leans forward and this is a little gnomish girl, so he's kind of up in her face and it says, "You're coming with me. You're coming with me."
Alright, back base, I warn ya!
Literally.
And with that, we will end the session. It's been a long one, guys. I know it's late. So
No,
we're gonna
it was
wrap
good.
up there.
No, that's fine.
I thought they'd be falling asleep by now.
Are we just all sleeping at the end together and we just
It's up to y'all. I mean, y'all didn't do any. You didn't get any damage. Just been rolling.
I did.
I
Took 2 damage.
I did use a spell for the purify food and drink.
No,
I
you
just
had a
wanna-
long rest before the 2 damage. By Roland. You had a long rest. You slept the night.
Oh yeah. Okay, true. Forgot to actually add the health back. Good
Can,
call.
can I replenish that one spell slot with a short rest?
No, that'd be a long one.
Okay. Does a long rest count though from night to morning?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do a long rest.